Hello, hello, welcome back. So we're going to be testing out some stuff at max level. So entering the raid allows us to get this done. Let's get some mood coloring in here. All right, there we go. Okay, so just going to show off the talents real quick and explain what's going on. So right now there's a bug where you can skip straight down to this gate, by the way. But I'm not going to take advantage of that because I don't want to pollute my numbers by picking up talent configurations that you should not be able to pick up. So I am following the rules by making sure that I have enough in gate 1 before I cross into gate 2, and then enough in gate 2 before I cross into the capstone gate. So yes, I could have higher damage if I broke the rules, but I'm not going to. Okay. So first up, we're going to test Sun Fury Fire. Now, I am playing Meteor here. And I think it's looking pretty promising, especially for like AoE. So we're going to try this out. And let's go ahead and we'll start with single target, actually. Yeah, Frostfire is looking pretty decent too. We're going to start with Sun Fury though. So we're going to do /combat log. And that way we can start capturing some numbers. And then let's just make sure advanced combat logging is enabled. Okay, it is. And then let's say alpha max fire SF1. This will be our live log. Go. Okay. All right. Yeah, and I wish we had damage meters, but we don't. So we'll just have to make do without. We'll use Warcraft logs instead. That's fine. They'll capture the data there. Okay. Let's see, what am I doing? So I'm gonna just recapping the talents. We're looking for Pyroclasm. Or my stats too. I have a pretty decent amount of haste. It is being scaled up too. My gear is being scaled up, so we're getting a little extra value out of this haste gearing that I have. I think a lot of my pieces are haste. Let's just swap out anything that doesn't have haste and crit to haste crit. That way we can maximize our haste crit. Haste crit. Haste first, we'll take that if we can not get haste crit. Haste mastery. Haste mastery. Crit mastery. Crit mastery. Burst mastery. Anything with haste on shoulders? No. Haste mastery. Haste crit. Let's grab that. Haste mastery. Crit haste. Yep, we'll get that. Crit mastery. Crit haste. Haste verse. The wand is crit haste, but I don't think I have an offhand. I don't think this will scale up. Yeah, it's not going to scale up. So we might just have to settle for haste first on our staff. Crit verse, crit haste, crit haste, crit haste, crit haste, haste verse. Oh, is this just int? 94 int versus 94 int plus a stat. Yeah, we'll take 94 int plus a stat over 94 int. Silly, silly, silly. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of crit here. A lot of crit and a lot of haste. 31% crit, not bad. That's with critical mass here. Yeah, let's give it a shot. All right, I think we're good. Combat logging is enabled. We'll be able to check the damage soon. Let's just go for it. Okay, we're gonna do a stopwatch. Arcane int. Everything looks in order here. Wait, can I create a haste trinket? What is this? Mastery crit. No, it doesn't seem to want to give me one of those. Okay. Pyroblast Hardcast into Meteor Combustion. Here we go. And of course the bird doesn't give us hyperthermia. Okay, so that's still bugged in raid 2. That's annoying. So we should have had the hyperthermia here, and we should have just exited hyperthermia. A little too loud. There we go. That's good. We'll use this next meteor in combustion. God, meteor hits pretty damn hard, man. Okay, our goal is to get a pyroclasm here. We want to get a pyroclasm in like the next 3 seconds. Give me a pyroclasm. Give me a pyroclasm. Give me a pyroclasm. Give me a pyroclasm, please. Please pyroclasm me. Okay, we're not getting one. Oh, we got one right away. We'll take that. Holy, that was a crit. Oh, we got hyperthermia this time. The bird actually delivered. I don't know if I'd want a fire blast there. I have a second pyroclasm here. Got a meteor now. Boom. Big pyroblast. Holy! 92k, man. That's a fatty one. Alright, we're just kind of chilling here. I'm trying to rev up my field of burn before the meteor. Boom. Okay, now we're going to save this next meteor for the bust. We're going to also try to build up some fire blast charges. I'm not going to spend any more fire blast charges. We're going to hold off from now on. We're just going to filler. Unless I get a refund. I'm going to hold on to this pyroblast. And we'll use it now. Bird, what are you doing? Where's my hyperthermia? Goddamn bird. Bird. Yeah, the bird just like sometimes forgets that he's supposed to give me hyperthermia. It's really annoying. I kind of want to use a little field of burn leading up to a meteor. Alright, we're looking for a pyroclasm. Come on. Give me a pyroclasm. Please. Please, please pyroclasm me. Give. Give. Give me one early. Give me one early. Give me one early. Come on, give. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Now it gives me one. We're gonna keep going for 5 more minutes. I'm saving this fire blast for right now. Okay, now we're gonna start building field of burn. For the second meteor. Or for that meteor on the second field of burn. There it is. It's increasing my mastery value. I have a lot of freedom choosing when I fire blast, so I'm just trying to do it right before the meteor. So yeah, 3 field of burn on that meteor. Okay, we're gonna have a combustion coming up soon and a meteor ready for this one. We're just gonna hold off on fire blasting here. Give me a pyroclasm, come on. Come on, game. Give me a pyroclasm. Right here, give it to me. Give. Give! Come on, game. Give me one. Holy shit. Oh, here we go. We get one. I won't be able to use the second one now. Come on, bird. Give me... Yes, hyper. The bird followed through. Okay, we have a meteor coming soon. Combustion's coming up next. We're saving Fire Blast now. We're hoping for a Pyroclasm. Pyroclasm me now. Give me a Pyroclasm now. Give me a Pyroclasm now. Okay, no Pyroclasm, but this is actually fine. We have some Fire Blast to get through first. We're in the meteor here. Okay, this sucks. We didn't get one this time. Oh, the bird forgot, dude. The bird forgot. All right, that we're like 2 of 5, where we actually got a hyperthermia. Fucking bird is slacking more than half the time. We have 2 minutes still in this test. We're going for 10 minutes, so it's until Bloodlust comes up. Drop this meteor here. All right, 2 minutes. We'll get one more combustion off. I'm just having to do something with my other hand because I'm kind of bored. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Okay. Ah, this Pyroclasm came a little too early. We could use a Pyroclasm right now, though. Give me a Pyroclasm, like, right now. Pyroclasm me now. Come on. Oh, no Pyroclasm. Okay. Scammed. And the bird scammed us, bro. Crazy. Bird scam, Pyroclasm scam, bullshit. I'm one-handing this shit, yeah, of course. Bird scam is a bug. And we stop right here, GMBiz. Okay, and let's go to our log and stop it. Okay, let's see what we got. 10 minutes on the dot. Okay, so here is our damage breakdown. Let's see. So this is just one talent setup. I was just playing Meteor just to try it out. Meteor did 5% of our damage. Not great. Might be good in AoE. We also got Giga scammed by the bird. The bird did not deliver at all. So I'm not too happy with the Meteor talent. I think we're going to take these talents out. I think we will go perhaps in the Fire's Ire. We can also here, let's do this. I got to reset the right tree. So the thing is you can exploit and take these talents here, but we're not going to do that. Actually, let's go Frostfire. Because the bird bugging out is kind of bugging me out. It's bumming me out that the bird is bugging me out. If you catch my drift. So we'll go this route instead. I could take these talents, but I'm not going to, because we're not cheating. Pure ethical. Talent choices. Gotta get Meteor. Kindling. So this brings our combustion to a 1-minute cooldown now as Frostfire. And then yeah, Flame On, Critical Mass, Deep Impact. We'll go for Inflame, Intensifying Flame. Surging Blaze, that unlocks the capstones. Fevered Incantation. Actually, I think we want to go for Firefall first, so what? So we go Control Destruction, Fire's Ire. Actually, Meteor damage increased by 10%. Yeah, we'll go this way. Molten Fury, Firefall. Feel the Burn. We'll try Burn It All from the Ashes. Gotta get our fired up talents. And then I think we what do we want to do here? So I kind of want Fiery Rush. Each consecutive critical strike you deal. Yeah, so we need Fevered Incantation. We might drop something to try and get Fiery Rush. I feel like this is a pretty important talent to pick up. Because we need to maximize how many Pyroblasts we get. We can probably do without Pyroclasm. Firefall seems too good to pass up. I don't think we can drop Burn It All. I don't know if we can drop From the Ashes. How can we do this without cheating? It's kind of hard because the cheating thing, it makes it hard to like move my talents around. I have to like start over. Or else it's very difficult to know exactly how many talents I should have where. So just going down the tree again, let's do it from the top. Alright, this unlocks the capstone. Kindling. Critical Mass, Flame On. Ignition. The target's never going below 30, so we can actually skip the Scorch talent. Let's see. Inflame. Searing Blaze. Control Destruction. Intensifying Flame. Deep Impact. That unlocks capstones. We go straight down here to Burn It All. And then we go down to Molten Fury. We do have enough talents for these, and then we have exactly enough to pick up these talents. Okay, so I think this is what we want for this test. I don't have one for Arcane yet, no. The alpha's only been out for a couple days, man. Those videos take time to make, and I want to play too. So it'll be soon. I've been trying to do one a day. I'll probably do it later tonight. Okay, so we have Meteor. We have Firefall. We have Burn It All. We have From the Ashes. We have Fiery Rush. We have, I think, everything we need. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, I'm very excited about Devour. It looks really cool. Okay, so here we have another one. Let me just make sure we're combat logging. /combat log. Okay, we are combat logging. Okay. Test number 2. First off, I'm seeing stuff I don't need to see here. Prove that. Whoa, that was a lot of damage just now. Okay, this meteor's gonna line up with this bust, so we're gonna hold Fire Blast here for a second. I'm gonna hold this Hot Streak too. That was a double meteor at the end with the Firefall. That was kind of sick. We gotta use this meteor right away, and then we'll have another meteor for the Combustive Follows. Double meteor, boom. Well, I'm just prepping a Firefall here. Oh, I didn't mean to send that actually. Oopsies. What actually procs the Firefall? Next Pyroblast. That's weird. Why did I proc it? I must have like let it spire or something. Because I don't remember Pyroblasting there. I remember holding the Pyroblast. Oh, a fireball also procs it? Okay, that's weird. It doesn't say that in the tooltip. Might just be for Frost Fireworks that way. Shimmer is just instant cast blink with 2 charges, cast while casting, but it's got a 30-second cooldown. That's the only difference. And blink removes snares, or roots and stun. And it's shorter cooldown. There's a glacial spike. Haven't seen one of those in a bit. Those are supposed to proc randomly. Alright, no more Fire Blast spent. We hold now. Something weird has happened with my Frostfire Empowerment too. I'm not really sure what. It's like randomly getting used by like Pyroblast or something. I'm gonna have to check that tooltip again. Maybe it has some interaction with Pyroblast. The difference between Frostfire and Sunfury is pretty big. Frostfire has frost stuff, and Meteor is cracked out. We're gonna hold this one. We're gonna get a Meteor here again, double Meteor. And we're gonna end with a Pyro. Boom. Alright, 4 more minutes. I mean, the buttons to push are just dependent on your talents, right? You can take Meteor or Sunfury. Meteor's coming up. Gonna go for a Meteor here. Yeah, Frostfire seems to get a lot more procs, actually. It feels pretty good. Well, it's also a shorter cooldown, too, as Frostfire. Right? It's a minute cooldown as Frostfire. Oops, I actually overcommitted on my Fire Blast. We're going to hold this combustion just a little bit. Okay, we'll go for it here. Let's send this here, and then Meteor, and then Pyro Blast. Boom, 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 boom. A little awkward at the end. We missed the global there. I screwed up. I should have one more Fire Blast for that. I wasn't paying attention. You want to pull your Fire Blast right before your bust. It's just hard to get the exact timing. No. Frost seems like really strong, yeah. My damage as Frost is like generally higher than Fire, just like across the board. Okay, I don't think we're using any more Fire Blast. We're gonna hold off on Fire Blast usage now. Just gonna pull. Just gonna mash Frost Firebolt. Right here, we will bust. Boom. Ah, I wish that was a crit at the end. Shit. Thought I was gonna get another extension. Missed the global because of that. Yeah, it's just hard to get used to the new spec. The randomness of it. It lulls you into a sense of thinking that you can predict it. Casino. Okay, we got a minute left, so we're gonna get one more combustion off, and that's it. This will be our last combustion coming up soon. Pulling my Fire Blasts. For right now, this will be the last one we get. Alright, here we go. We're gonna weave in a Frost Firebolt here, just so I'll have something to finish out with. Oh, of course, that time I get the extension. Fucking fired up Talons already annoying me. Alright, we're about to end here in just a moment. 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, or 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay. Stop. View report. So this is 36 mil or 36,000 DPS. This was 22. Wow, that's quite a bit higher. Okay. Yeah, Frostfire seems to be doing a lot more. Here's my Frostfire breakdown. Yeah, 22 is Sunfury. Well, also Sunfury's bugged. Like, my bird isn't even proccing half the time. So, like, that's a big damage loss. I don't know if it's... I think it's still ahead. The margin is still big enough where, like, it's not just hyperthermia. But, like, I'm not getting hyperthermia. I'm not getting lesser time warp. The bird is fucking scamming me. Like, it's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. So, once they fix that, things will be better. How's it bug? It's alpha. That's why. Okay, let's look at Pyroblast. So Glacial Spikes did 3.4. I got 29 procs out of 200. So that's 15. Where's the talent? Oh, okay. That's bad luck, actually. I got unlucky there. Meteor. Comstorm Meteor kind of equal here. If it scams you on live, it's because either it died, it was line of sight, or it was out of range. Hopefully there'll be an UI option to use bars instead of icons for CD tracking. Yeah, I need more options in general. Okay, that's pretty decent. Alright, let's do Frost next. So we'll do a single target build for Frost. Let's go ahead and zero everything out. I'm just gonna do Spellslinger for Frost. I know for a fact Frostfire is bad for Frost. I don't even need to test it. think we have to take these talents. Yeah. Blizzard, Frostbite. Yeah, so we don't have any choices above the first gate for Frost. Okay, Ray of Frost, and we're looking for anything that gives us Freezing or Fingers of Frost. So we're going to pick up Everlasting Frost. We're going to pick up the single target talent for our beam. We need anything that gives us Shatter damage. So we're picking up this Shatter damage here. Maximum number of Fingers of Frost. We're going to take those. We're taking the, let's take the Attune the Familiar. So we're taking the Water Ellie. Frozen Orb increases Ice Lance damage. Yes, that's very important. We're going to take Brain Freeze. We're going to take... We don't need Splitting Ice. Frozen Orb has a chance to apply Freezing. Yep. Deep Shatter. Yep. Heart of Ice. I'm not sold on this talent. I think it's actually bad. But I'm not sure. It says Ice Lance shatters one additional stack of Freezing. But that's like at odds with this talent here, Master Lancer. Like, we want to spam Ice Lance. It increases our shatter damage. Right? So, like, having it shatter more, I'm not sure if that's good. Also, Glacial Spike giving his Fingers to Frost is really fucking nice. So we're going to take that instead. And then we're going to make Ray nice and juicy. Okay, and then we have some extra talents here. So we'll pick up our Hand of Frost stuff. And this one might be good. Let's see, Frozen Touch. Frostbolt gives grants you Fingers of Frost 25% more often, Brain Freeze 20% more often. Yeah, it's decent. I think we'll take the Ice Lance damage down. And then Ice Lance damage increase, yep. Okay, we'll go with something like this. Call it single target build. Okay, and we need to get our Welly out. Oh, is he bugged out, dude? Why are all the animals stupid, man? Where's my Water Ellie? Come out. Bro, he's like the bird. He doesn't want to come out. Water Ellie, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Relog? Okay. See if he comes after we relog. Yeah, Ray of Frost is your cooldown, 1 minute. It's actually cooler than you think, guys. It does require you to stand still and channel it, and it does die if your target dies, but like there's some nice things about it too. Oh, am I just DC'd? Guys? I can't stand up. My character is stuck sitting down. Yeah, I have to be DC'd. We're gonna ult F4. Icy Veins was a lame-ass cooldown, guys. Don't defend Icy Veins. Do not defend Icy Veins. That talent was fucking trash. Alright? It was a trash cooldown. I will not accept anyone defending Icy Veins in my chat. Talent sucked. It's awful. I'm glad it's gone. I don't mind Ray. The way that they've made Ray actually makes it fucking sick. Because you shoot out 4 Hands of Frost. You get Giga Fingers of Frost. You get like all these nice benefits. Oh, the server is down. That's why. Well, shit, if we can't get on that mage, do we just swap to Devourer? Uh-oh, guys, I can't log into Mage. Looks like Blizzard made me have to accidentally log into Devourer. Aw, shit. Aw, man, guys, my hand slipped. My hand slipped. I accidentally tried to log into my... Oh, wait, hold on. I don't have a Devourer. Wait, hold on, guys. My hand slipped. I accidentally made a Devourer. I didn't mean to, I promise. I didn't mean to make a Devourer. It just kind of happened. Yeah, oops, my hand just slipped and typed void. He does the name, and then press finish, and then entered world. Okay. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Holy shit, I hate when that happens, dude. This happens all the time. Like, you'd be so surprised to hear, like, how often this is occurring. But, it is what it is. I mean, we can't change it now, right? We're logged in, so we just gotta roll with it. Nah, we haven't gotten to Arcane yet. Okay, so Devourer. Wait, am I crazy? Or do I have like double the... Oh, I'm a tank, that's why. I was like, wait, why do I have so much health? Okay, we have a lot of health because we're a tank. We gotta fix that. Okay, reset the entire thing. Let's just grab all the talents that are functional. I think that's everything. Everything else is not real. So we'll just go with this. Wait, what? Well, I don't have enough talents as Void Weaver to get my... Or Devourer to get my last talent. Wait, this is not fair. Guys, this is bullshit. Where's my last talent? No, dude. What the frick, man? Where's my talent, dude? This is some bullshit. No, it's just a bug. It's just a bug. Hold on, can we do it with this side? Oh, this side doesn't even have talents, but hold on, let's try it anyways. Yeah, it works on this side, look. For some reason, we just don't have these talents. What the frick, man? I freaking hate bugs, man. I wanted this talent. I mean, it sounds really good. Passive bonuses granted by each stack of Voidfall persist for 12 seconds after being consumed. Okay, well, we'll just have to deal with that. Okay, so we're gonna take the Immo Aura that's automatic. We're gonna take the Fraggies. We're gonna get the Void Ray. We're gonna... We can skip Sunder, actually. We don't need that. Reap Charge. We'll pick up the Hungering Slash. Collapsing Star. We definitely need Beckon. We're gonna grab Eradicate. We're gonna grab Calamitous. We're gonna grab all the Collapsing Star talents. We'll do Emptiness. Oh shit, we're short one. Wait, hold on. How do I fix this? Chance to shatter a lesser soul fragment from enemies you damage is increased by 4%. Duration of Feast of Souls is increased. We kind of need Calamitous. To dealing damage with the Hunt or Void Blade, they are replaced with Hungering Slash. What if we just like say no to that? Okay, what is sweet suffering? Feats of soul. Soul fragments grant 1% increased damage for 10 seconds. Multiple applications may apply. Duration of Feast of Souls is increased by 4 seconds. So that's 40% more value on that talent. Maybe that's not worth it. Maybe just go 1 here. 2 second. The chance to shatter a lesser soul fragment from enemies. The damage is increased by 2%. I feel like we need that. I don't think that's a talent we can just give up. Hungering Slash or whatever. Yeah, this could be an AoE talent. Maybe we just drop Hungering Slash. It's gonna be a little awkward with our rotation, but we'll try it. I don't have the Vengeful Retreat shit. I just didn't even take it. This is the Vengeful Retreat talent. Okay, let's get the action bar set up. So yeah, we're not Vengeful Retreating, guys. This is just single target testing. So all we really need is the damaging abilities. We need Consume on 2. We need I-Beam on E. We need Reap on 4. That's what I'm used to. Blink, we don't need that. Void Metamorphosis. Oh, I think I have everything I need. Wait, so is this really it? Hold on. Metamorphosis, Ray, Builder, Reap. I guess that's it. Yeah, it's a little sparse without taking the AoE stuff. Okay, let's go keybind mode, quick keybind mode, character specific. Zero these out. Void Metamorphosis, Ray, Builder, Reap, Blade. Okay. I don't think this is gonna work with logs, but we'll try. Okay, so the opener is gonna be we're gonna precast Consume into Blade. And then we're gonna Reap as we move out. And then we're just gonna build, and then we're gonna go Void Meta as soon as we're ready. Actually, hold on. I have an idea. Let's just build until we have a whole bunch of excess. Yeah. That'll work. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then we're gonna beam here. Oh, we need to do this. Oh, what the hell? It just took away my my Spirit Bomb. Okay, that's a bug. Oh, my cooldown tracker is not on. I was like, where are my cooldowns? We'll have to do this again with the cooldown tracker actually working. Just gonna build a bit. We don't even need these souls. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, now we're really straining. Last collapsing star, maybe? Oh, I could have got another I-beam off. Damn, okay, hold on. I need a cooldown tracker thing. Hold on. I want to stop it and even see if it's logging though. There we go. That's important. It doesn't know how to classify me. Yo, that was a lot of damage though. Look at this ramp, upward trend ramp, dude. Let's see, what was my max collapsing star? Wait, is that real? Wait, what? My collapsing star crits for 234k? Wait. Wait, what? That's crazy, guys. What the frick? I missed the collapsing star too. I could have had another one. That can't be right. Yeah, I agree. That can't be right. Hold on. We gotta investigate. No, that is right. Look, 234k. Holy shit. Guys, that was like a bad attempt too. Hold on, let's go again. We need bloodlust. Can someone bloodlust me? What if I have drums or something? I need drums. Okay. Well, I'm also max level, so that's also a factor. I don't know if we want to even Void Blade. Is Void Blade even worth it? Like, do we even want to press Void Blade? What is the benefit of pressing Void Blade? What does Void Blade even do? What are the interactions here? We don't have any of the Void Blade talents. Guys, I don't think we press Void Blade like at all. If we don't have this talent, I don't think we ever press Void Blade. Yeah, we're going Void Bladeless. All right, no Void Blade. We're just gonna take that off the bar. Yeah, it was terrible. It did nothing. We're not pressing that button. Okay, let's get out the stopwatch. And let's go. That was a 200k. I saw that shit. 270k there. Okay, it's starting to go down a little fast, guys. Here we go. Here we go. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. This is massive. Boom. Boom. Ugh. Okay, that's it. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy. 2 minutes on my cooldown? What the frick, dude? Okay, let's see how big that was. Why no soul immolation? Because, my friend, you can have it be automatic. Why would I take a button that I have to press when the opportunity cost of pressing the button means I can't be generating fury, so I can't stay in my demon form for 2 minutes? So silly. You're so silly. Why would you ever do that? Okay, here we go. Wow, that was kind of pumpy, huh? Yo, we kind of pumped. 43,000? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's actually kind of hype because you're like fighting against the clock. We had a 246k. Yeah, it kind of feels like Shadow Priest. But way cooler. Because you're not locked to the ground, you're castle moving. 246k. Void Eruption. Yo, that's actually poggers. Okay, what can we do to make it so we can stay in this form longer? I feel like we're not getting a lot of value out of this talent. You deal 12% increased damage for 12 seconds upon entering Void Metamorphosis. Damage bonus reduced over its duration. Wait, hold on. What if we took Soul Glutton? Fury drains 25% faster while in Void Metamorphosis. Void Metamorphosis requires 15 less souls, but we would get more uptime on Rolling Torment. Because we would be entering Void form more. I don't know, maybe it's just a bad talent. We just have to get it for Calamitous. It's not like we really have a choice in the matter. Dude, if I could have this talent, man. Oh, if I could have this talent, man. Why is it bugged, dude? God, that would be so insane. Yeah, I'll do a video for ArcaneMage. Okay, let's give it another go. I need to get out of combat. Need to test Void Blade build? You mean Hungry and Slash? Yeah. Nah, that's like kind of cringe. I mean, maybe an AoE. Hold on. We could do an AoE test. Actually, let's do another single target. I want to go for longer this time. Okay, let's scout the stopwatch again. Let's do another combat log. Now I'm gonna play mage. My mage got DC'd and then my hand slipped and I accidentally logged into a void or a devourer. I hate when that happens, man. God, that sucks. Yeah, my hand slipped and I made a new demon hunter and named it in Entered World. But now we're stuck playing it. That's how it goes. All right. Reset and go. Oh, it just bugged it out again. See, sometimes your collapsing star just bugs out. See it happen again? Oh, there, it's back this time. Holy fuck, it's going fast at the end there. Okay, now we're cashed out. It like giga ramped there. It was like you're not allowed to be in this form anymore, buddy. You're doing too well. Basically, it forcibly ejected me. I think if I was better about using the last beam and the last collapsing star, I could actually stay in it for like another 10 seconds. Cause it like halts while the beam is going. And so if I just spaced out my last collapsing star, I think I could do it. Here, let's try it this time. We're just starting kind of easy here. I'm just going to reap with the proc. We're going to use our beams on cooldown though, starting off. It happened again. Fucking bug, man. Why is it bugging? There it goes. Oh, I could have gotten one the last off there. I was afraid he was going to bug out though. Okay, I understand what the bug is now. I actually understand it. So the bug is whenever you are doing another spell, if you press the keybind to try and cue a collapsing star, it bugs it out. So I was actually afraid to try and cue a collapsing star there, but if I make a macro that cancels my consume, I think I can circumvent that bug. That's what we'll have to try out. I'm going with Annihilate this time. And that way I can double spend like this. Watch. See? I think that's tech too. I think you'll probably want to do that. We'll see in the opener if that was, or in this sample if that was good. Okay, it's starting to speed up now. We have to be careful here. Oh, barely made it. Yes. Oh, barely just fell out of it. Okay. Okay, this time we're gonna get a beam right before us so that we can go in with the super slash here. We're doing this. Okay, now we're gonna go Super Saiyan, and then we're gonna collapsing star into the eradicate slash, and then we're gonna beam, and then we're gonna do another eradicate slash, and now we're just gonna build resource while we wait on our beam here. So we're just gonna mash R2. Oh, I will use this proc though. Okay, we're gonna go for this beam right now, and then we're gonna go into a Reap Eradicate here. And then we're gonna go for a collapsing star, and then we got a Reap proc here. Okay, and now we're just building into our beam. Alright, and then we're gonna Reap after this, and this will get these souls on the ground. Boom. We don't really need them, but... Oh, we got another proc there. We'll use that. Okay, and we're approaching where things will get a little spicy. This is a collapsing star, and then we're building here. Okay, we're fighting against the clock, so we're gonna hold our Reap even if we get a proc here. I don't want to Reap extra, but I will Reap with this whenever I need to before my next one. There it is. Okay, collapsing star. Okay, we have another beam coming up here, so we're gonna grab these souls. All right, and we have a Reap coming up next. That'll keep us in for a little bit. Fighting against the clock here just a little bit. Oh, we got a proc. Oh, that actually cost me extension. Okay, so you have to ignore the procs whenever you're coming up on the next void. We're gonna stop here. All right, I'm actually learning a lot about this. We're gonna stop it. I think I actually have a pretty good sense of how to play this now. So Reap is actually kind of like you have to ignore, I think, some procs. So this is a longer sample, so it's much lower damage overall, right? But as you can see, the damage is just like consistently fucking piping. I mean, this is an 8-minute sample and it's at 40,000. 840. Yeah, the Voidfall Meteors is not worth, I think, losing your form for the proc. I think you just have to ignore that sometimes. This is pretty good though. Yeah, I do Fire Mage coaching. Did a bunch today actually. How are you going about getting forecasts for per void form? Just manage your resources and your cooldowns. Remember that like you have things that pause your spend, right? So there's like two main things. Void Ray basically pauses it, and Collapsing Star pauses it. Now Collapsing Star you don't really want to hold on to because you want to get as many of those out as possible, right? So the beam is the one that you're kind of like manipulating. So if you see that you're sinking and you need a bailout, but you know your next Collapsing Star is coming soon, what you would do is instead of beaming right away, whenever you're like full fury, you would like try to stay afloat as long as you can and then beam at the very last second to like hang on for dear life. And that's going to refill your fury with the Reap afterwards because you're going to use the Annihilate Reap on the, like after the beam. What's it actually called? Eradicate Reap after the beam. That's going to refill you, right? And then using this strat, you can get like at least one extra Collapsing Star that normally you wouldn't be able to get. So you're just trying to like hang on for dear life, but use your last beam as your bailout. I think it's going to be on your 4th Collapsing Star. Here, let's see. Casts. Collapsing Star. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, so it's always the 4th collapsing star. Wait, on this one I got 5 collapsing stars. It could be the 4th or the 5th. Yeah, some of these I played it well. See, look, I got a 5 collapsing star here. Yeah, so, okay, so you're doing the beam to extendo after your 4th collapsing star. That's the tech. If you can consistently get 5 collapsing stars, I think you have this down. I'm like half of the way there. Because I'm able to maintain 5 here. I got 4 here, and then 5 here, and then 4 here. If I had Bloodlust, I could definitely make this shit work. I might even be able to hit a 6 collapsing star if I had Bloodlust. There might also be like better talents too, or things that I don't know about, but yeah, this is pretty fun. I like Devourer a lot, actually. Okay, let's go back on the mage. The mage is surely out of prison now. Yeah. How do you get to 90? You just enter the raid. Evoker doesn't have Apex talents, man. I'm not gonna play that shit until they add Apex talents. I'm sorry. Sorry, Bonehammer. Lame Blizzard, not me. They forgot to give you your talents. Oh my god, we're still in prison. Okay. Maybe we do play Evoker. Well, no, there's no Apex talents, man. I don't want to play that shit unless I know what's gonna play like. No Apex is like so hard to get a gauge on what's gonna be like. Shit, what do we play? We could damage test it without Apex, but I don't know how useful that is. Man, I swore I would not play Evoker until they added those damn Apex talents. I'm not playing AUG. I refuse. Most of them are passive. I mean, there's a lot that's weird that some of them do. Here, we'll just log on my other mage. It'll be fine. Yeah, you don't jump during combustion. You don't need to. I mean, you can. It might be worth it with more haste, but I don't have enough haste to need to jump. I wouldn't, like, assume that that's going to be the case forever, though. The only reason why we jump is because of, like, travel time on spells and haste. Aughater? Yeah. The Augs in my guild know I love them, but I will not become one of them. Yeah, Blizzard should add the Apex talents. I want to know what Dev is getting. Because it can range from anything like, you know, kind of lame to something really sick. Alright, so we were about to test Frost and then we DC'd. Yenny, the damage on Devourer was like pretty damn good. This was an 8-minute sample and it was like 40k. I did like a 2-minute sample twice in a row. This one was 43. This one was 40. So yeah, it's like around 40k DPS at max level with this gear I have. They can't do everything in 4 months. We're doomed. Perhaps. We'll see. Alright, so yeah, Frost is gonna be Spellslinger. This I know to be self-evident. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Frost is Spellslinger. We want Ray, we want anything that interacts with Fingers of Frost, or Ice Lance damage, or freeze damage. We need Icy Hand, we need our little elemental. We need our Glaciate talents. We want to pick up Flash Freeze and Master Lancer. Shatter damage. I don't know if I want Heart of Ice. I think we're going to skip on that one. I can't decide between Heart of Ice or... Oh wait, no, we need this talent, yeah. Who am I kidding? Probably glacial attunement. It could be Heart of Ice. I mean, we could try it. Ellie does have a passive. We are going to spec into that. Hold on. I got to get my Ellie out, though. Make sure he comes out. There he is. Okay, cool. He's out. Now we can swap to his talent. No, Frost is sick, dude. It's way different than it used to be. If you think Frost is lame, I agree with you. But that's like on live. You got to see it on here. It's a lot different than you're used to. They've like completely redone it. Okay, so let's just make sure everything is in order. Okay, so realistically all I need is Ice Lance, Arcane Int, Haste with Bloodlust, Frostbolt, Flurry, Orb. That's everything. Is my Ray a macro? Berserking Ray of Frost. Yes, that's good. Okay. So yeah, you apply stacks of freezing to the target, like a debuff, and then you spin them with Ice Lance or with Comet Storm. We don't have Comet Storm as this build, but the idea is like we're gonna try to maximize our lances because we are playing this talent here, Master Lancer. So the idea is like we want to build a bunch of freezing on the target, okay, and then we want to have it like maxed out with Fingers of Frost. And then we want to throw an orb because the orb is going to give us 15% more damage on our Ice Lances. And then our goal is to spam as many Ice Lances in a row without losing freezing on the target. Okay. And I'm going to actually unbind Water Jet because I want to manually call Water Jet. We're going to keybind this actually. Water Jet's going to be 3. Because I want to time my Water Jet whenever I'm done with, like whenever I need more freeze. Because I think he applies freeze with it. Okay. All right, here we go. Combat logging is enabled. In the log, Frost 2. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna get CDR on our stuff whenever we use our ray. So we need to actually do our opener first without the ray. So we're gonna go like so. Here's our ray. And then we're going to spin these and we're going to go for a second ray here. It's very important that you get your cooldowns on cooldown before you do that. I need to go into a Glacial Spike here so I can get my Fingers of Frost back. Then we're going to spin all these. And then as soon as we see this number move... Oh, we need to use this orb actually right away. We need to go back to Ice Lancing. We're going to push this back with the Flurry. And then we're going to have a Glacial Spike soon here. It's going to be coming up soon. So let's build up to 20 for that. Okay, so we're actually going to have to spin these first, and then we'll get to the ray. So let's just get these 20 out. Alright, now we're going to go for the ray into an orb. And we're going to spin, and then we're going to Glacial Spike and spin some more. So 3, 4, Glacial Spike into double Ice Lance here. We're just sitting on this Flurry. We're going to orb right away. As soon as we see this number move, we're gonna use Flurry. Okay, we're gonna use it again here because it just moved again. We're just trying to maintain now. Well, having the Frostbolt. We did have the Frostbolt here though. Unlucky. Okay, we're gonna have to build up a little bit. Let's get that Water Jet out. Okay, good. We have 20 again, so let's push these down. We need to get these all out. And we need to use the orb before we get to our next ray. Okay, we go for a ray here. Then we're gonna start spamming again. Gonna go for a Water Jet here too. Glacial Spike in the orb, and then we're gonna spin again. And we're trying to push this down just a little bit further, and then we can Flurry. And then we'll maintain here for a little bit, and then we're gonna Flurry again here. And then we need to go for an orb, and I need to queue up a Water Jet here soon. Okay, there we go. And this will maintain us for a little bit, and we're gonna get a Glacial Spike very soon. So we're gonna be able to get 2 Fingers of Frost. So this will actually hold us over until the next orb. Alright, and now we're gonna set up the orb, and so we need to get this orb out, and we need to spin the orb before we can get to the Ray of Frost. Okay, here's the Ray. This is with Zerking. This is 3 minutes. Okay, we need to get this orb out too. We're gonna go for Glacial here for 2 more Fingers of Frost. Spin all these. Gonna use this orb as soon as it comes up. Alright, and we have a Water Jet to use. We'll maintain here just for a little bit longer, and then we should be able to farm up an orb here pretty quick. Also, Glacial Spike is coming very soon, so we'll use this Flurry. Use the Fingers of Frost as a lucky proc. Get this orb out. Water Jet in 5 seconds. Glacial Spike here, that'll carry us over. We're good. You're just trying to minimize the amount of Frostbolts you do. Like, the name of the game is just like, try to never Frostbolt if you can. Only Glacial Spikes. Okay, we have an orb here, and so we're gonna spin this orb first, and then we're gonna go into a ray. Here's the ray. Okay, and we're gonna Water Jet here, and then we're gonna orb here, and now we're mashing. We're gonna Glacial Spike into more mashing here. GS in the mash. It's gonna be orb soon. Orb's coming up very soon. Orb soon. All right, we're gonna get the orb out. More mashing. We're gonna use this Flurry soon here. Yeah, we need to re-up with the Flurries. We'll just do 2 in a row. And then we have a Water Jet coming, so we're gonna use that. And we have a Glacial Spike soon as well. So we should be able to maintain here until the next orb. Here's the orb. 1 Glacial Spike. This is fine though. We can carry this over. 1 Frostbolt into a Flurry. Let's see. Beam is coming up in 9. Orb is in 10. We gotta get through this orb first. We're gonna Water Jet here and throw out the orb and just use this to carry us over. Throw in 1 Frostbolt. I kind of want to get this Glacial Spike on cooldown too before the beam. We're actually gonna milk out this GS here. Alright, gonna use this GS because I'll get a GS back from my missile anyway, or from my beam anyway, so let's just spin all 20 of these. We'll also get the orb on cooldown here. Yeah, we'll empty the bag here. Go for the Water Jet. Okay, and here we will go for the beam. This will get our orb back, and so we'll orb, and now we're gonna spin. 3, 4 into Glacial Spike, into Flurry, and then we're gonna go for this orb right away. And the Water Jet's coming up. Yes, just in time. Water Jet. Keep us up. Keep us up. Keep us at 20, Water Jet. Yes, maintain that shit. Alright, keep it up. We want to maintain it as high as we can here. Until this orb. We can carry over into this orb. Oh, it's beautiful Flurry proc right there. Love to fucking see that shit. Okay, yes. Alright, the orb is out. And that brings us to our jet. And we have a Water Jet now. Okay, now we're going to initiate protocol. Spend the freeze. Spin 1 more into an orb, into a GS. And now we're going to go for... more Ice Lancing here. Yes. Okay, we're re-upped. Good. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second. I was like, what's my keybind for Glacial Spike? Oh yeah, it's the same as Frostbolt. Gonna go for a Water Jet here. Okay, one frostbolt to carry us over. That should be the last one we have to do until a glacial spike. Oh, I was off by a second. That sucks. All right. Oh, we got the fingers of frost. We're good. We're chilling. Yeah, we want to go for the orb right before we go for the lance spam. Always try to like orb before the lance spam because it's going to buff your lance damage. Okay, we're going to set up a window here because we don't want to go straight into this orb or this beam just yet. We want to actually play out this orb first. So we're going to play out the orb. We're going to play out the flurry. We're going to play out the GS before we move on. It should be a GS here. Okay, we're going to play this out. And then we're going to move on to the beam. Oh, I actually might need to play out this orb, this new one, because this actually came up really fast. Actually, fuck it. We're just going for the beam. We'll farm up another one anyways. Yeah, we're going to spend right here and then glacial spike into more spend. Go for a water jet here into an orb. More spend. We're kind of dry here. We do have a glacial spike coming up soon. Oh, I do have a I have a beam that just came up. What do we have left? 2 minutes on the fight? Okay. Let's see how we can figure this out. Let's play this out. Let's hold on to this beam just for a little bit. And we'll go for it here. And then we're going to follow up with the orb into more spam. We're going to use 3 ice lances here into a glacial spike. And then we're going to continue with the spam. And we're going to orb as soon as it's ready. It's ready now. Okay, we'll get the water jet out too. Okay, we have 75 seconds left. We have 1 more beam. We have to plan this out. So, yeah, we'll be able to get this. Basically, it's hinging on this orb. We just have to get to this orb as quickly as possible. And also the GS. The GS needs to be emptied out too. So this is going to be an orb and then a GS. Come on, GS. Come on. There you are. All right, we're going to spin this first. We've got 50 seconds. Okay, we got to work through all these freeze. And then we're going to go into this beam. There it is. Then we're going to go into orb. Okay, and then we're going to finish out with this one being my last one. I've got 38 seconds left. We need a GS here. We're going to send this orb as soon as it comes up. There it is. Water jet in 3. We'll be able to carry this over. Yep, get that water jet out, Ellie. There you go. We'll throw out the flurry. Okay, and we're barely hanging on. Oh, I have to go for a frostbolt here. That sucks. I was almost at that orb, man. It was so close. We have 10 seconds left. One last water jet, one last GS, and then we'll finish out with 5 ice lances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exact change. Boom, we're done. All right, let's see what it did. So it may look like ice lance spam, but there is actually like a lot of thought process into it. But it is simple too. Like it's not complicated at all. It's just like you need to think about how you're getting CDR on what abilities, what's coming up with the beams, and you need to be able to clear everything out because the beam is going to basically give you back all your freeze. Right? So I'm trying to push through all my freeze before I get to my beam, but I also need to get my cooldowns out too. Were we not logging that? No, we were. Why is this not uploading? Yeah, water jet. I have it keybound. I don't have it autocast. Re-enter combat briefly. Will that make it wake up? Okay, here it is. 30k. I mean, it's no Devour, but it's doing about the same as Frostfire Fire. As you can see here, most of the damage is in Shatter and the Splinters, right? Like, that's what it's all about. So that's why I'm, like, basically, like, laser focused on my Shatter damage, is because that's where the damage is. Oh yeah, you can't see my pet bar. It's behind my camera. Yeah, that's right. It's right here. I can't really see it, but I'll just slap it right here. It's this keybind. Yeah, so Hand of Frost isn't necessarily about the damage it deals itself. It's more so about the interactions. Because what Hand of Frost does is it gives you freezing. A lot of this shatter damage comes from Hand of Frost. No, shatter damage is just like where your damage is. The entire concept with this spec, as far as I understand it, if my understanding is correct, is that shatter drives about half your damage. So every spell interacts with it in some way or another. Either it spins it or it builds it. So you just want to be able to spend it as efficiently as possible. And what I mean by that is that whenever you spend your shatter, you want to be spending shatter over and over and over and over and over again. You want to maximize this buff right here. This is my interpretation, right? I don't know if this is right, but this is just how I'm doing it. You want to max this out. Like, look, right here, I had a 10 stack of Master Lancer on this specific Ice Lance. So, like, if we look at this moment right here, right, where the Lance came out, and we look at specifically the shatter damage, you can see it scales up quite a bit, like, and I got a little unlucky. I think it was actually like right around here. But I had a shatter pop for 48k. Right? That's not normal. Like, you can't do that normally. The reason why it went that high is because I am playing around Master Lancer. I am trying to not only maximize the amount of shatter I'm building and spending, I'm also maximizing the windows that I'm spending. And I want to be only pressing Ice Lance during those windows. So I'm setting up a window for myself where I can basically press 10 Ice Lances in a row. Because 10 Ice Lances in a row is not, I mean, like, you can just do that normally, but you'll be very wasteful with your resources, right? But I'm trying to set up where I don't waste any resources and I still get 10 Ice Lances in a row because I want to get as much damage as possible. But doing that with Heart of Ice is hard because you also have another talent in here that that makes it so that you consume 1 extra shatter. I don't remember exactly where it is. Here it is, Polish Focus. So this one makes Ice Lance consume 1 extra freezing into a shatter. This one also makes it consume 1 extra. So this is actually 5. I can't believe you actually like this new Frost BS. I mean, it's just interesting. This has like way more complexity than a lot of the specs I've played so far. Because it's like, if you don't worry about optimization, it's very simple, right? Just fucking beam and then spam Ice Lance. But like, what I'm trying to figure out is like, how can I get the highest possible stacks of Master Lancer while doing that, while also not wasting freeze, or not wasting too much freeze, and while also not sitting on my cooldowns. And it makes for a really interesting puzzle. But I would not, I wouldn't want to play this if I was like doing like Mythic Plus, because in Mythic Plus, your targets are just going to die with the freezing. You're going to like spend all this time trying to set up the perfect window and your target's just going to be dead. And you're going to be like, well, there goes my 20 freezing. I'm mauled now. It's interesting. This is like way different than Frost has ever been. And it requires like more thinking about how your stuff works. It's actually kind of funny that Frost is like way more complicated, I think, here than it is alive. I know that there's like super hyper optimization complexities, but like not in terms of execution, but like in terms of like what could be done. And maybe it's simple. Maybe you don't even take this talent, right? Maybe this talent is complete dog shit and you don't even worry about this. That would take like a bunch of the complexity out, right? If you just remove this talent, like this spec becomes brain dead easy. Because now there's not like a ramping modifier on your shatter, and you can just spend it whenever you feel like it, right? But this talent alone makes it like actually a puzzle. That's why I like Frost, all because of this talent. So if they change this talent at all, I don't know if I'll be as interested in this spec. But just think about how crazy this talent is, right? It's a 1-pointer, and it can increase your fucking shatter damage, half your damage by double. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? What's my average Master Lancer? Yeah, so I think like on average, I'm probably saying at like 4. That's like a 40% damage increase of 40% of my damage. I mean, this one trait might be worth like 15% of your damage. They're definitely going to nerf this talent, I think. It could just be that I'm playing around it too much and maybe it's not worth playing around, but like this talent seems like really fucking good. I don't know. I think it's interesting. Okay, so if we test Arcane, the issue is that Sun Fury bird is bugged. The bird just sometimes decides he wants to clock out early and he doesn't give you any credit. He'll just fucking leave. So I don't know if we'll test Sun Fury. I think we'll just test Spellslinger because of that. Wait, why don't I have that talent? There we go. Yeah, I'll just fill in with other crap. Okay, so this is a weird one. Are we taking evocation? Absolutely not. You're crazy if you think we're taking evocation. At least not a Spellslinger. No. Because, like, as Spellslinger, the whole bit is that we're, like, barraging more because we have orbs, right? So, yeah, we need the Salvo. We need Impetus. We want the Arcane Familiar, I think. Touch of the Magi. Clear casting on this. We don't really want this talent. Guess we'll take Slipstream. We don't really need to move though. Probably big brained. Swordian Bubble. Aether Tune doesn't really do anything for us in single target, so I'll just take Mana Bomb even though it doesn't do anything either. I think we want Touch of the Archmage. Pretty sure actually that we want that. We need Mana Adept for sure. This is where things get a little murky. So we can take two different routes here, but I'm gonna opt for single target orbs. And I think we want Savant. I think we can take this talent actually. I'm not taking Eureka because 20% more damage on my clear casting versus 80% more damage on my spells. That just doesn't seem right. Enlightened though, that one feels like we should maybe take it. Oh, it's only 6% damage. Maybe it's not worth. This is 15, but it's increased mana cost. Yeah, we'll try this out. Oh my god, why are they showing me so many spells? I don't need to see a lot of these. Remove. We'll leave the barrage on there. I don't need to see missiles either. Remove. Keybind mode. Okay. Oh, we need to make a macro too. There we go. Okay, let me think this through. So the gimmick here is that we are spending clear casting on orb, not on missiles. Okay. So we are trying to spend clear casting whenever we have no whenever we have no charges. As far as missiles are concerned, we don't really have any of the talents that make missiles really worth casting, because we're kind of ignoring those talents. The only talent that like does anything with missiles that we really are taking is like this one and Slipstream, but like that's because we like have to take them, right? Like we just don't have a choice in the matter. So like my goal is just to not press missiles. So this is like kind of a weird cook, but we'll see if it works. Okay. It's gonna be weird not pressing evocation before the poll. So I think we can use one orb before we get into... Actually, no, we don't want an orb. All right, let's see. Yeah, we'll just go off of Lust then. Oh, shit. Okay, we might have mana issues, guys. Yeah, we're gonna have to drop this mana talent. We don't have enough mana to go any further. We're gonna stop it here. I need to fix this. I think we have no mastery. Oh, we actually do have mastery. Okay, this talent is just fucking us then. We are not playing evocation. Stop. We're not playing Evo, dude. You're just gonna take Evo? What? You're crazy. Do you know how much mana I was getting back from barrages? Like, there's no way I'm taking Evo. Here, let's check. Let's check. Oh, those are my guild logs. Did you like the name of that log report? We are fucked at midnight. Well, it did 40,000, so that's pretty cool. Resources. Mana. Yeah, so Arcane Barrage gave us 302k mana. That's our entire cast bar. That was over a minute. Evocation's a 45-second cooldown. It probably would have given us about the same. Why no Evo? Because it's a choice node with the Barrage mana that's like insanely good. It's because I have this talent, guys. I'm literally costing myself 25% more. We just gotta get rid of that. We'll just put in enlightened. That'll actually probably fix it on its own. Okay, so we don't have lust for this go, but I do want to like drill down a little bit more. So yeah, Touch of the Archmage is kind of fucking owning. There's no way we don't take this talent. Feel like this would go crazy in 3 or 4 target cleave? Yes, it actually would. Dude, this would actually go so insane in cleave. Hold on, let's do that while we wait on Bloodlust to come back. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I can see the chat spamming. I can't read what you're saying, but I see it fucking spamming up there. Yeah, this is pretty cool. How far can we go?
Wow.
All right, we're almost back at our cooldowns. All right, y'all ready to fucking go, dude? It's about to go off. Okay, I have an idea to make it go even crazier. Hold on. We're gonna hold both of these touches here. And then I'm gonna do some crazy shit. I just got an idea. Actually, okay, wait, hold on. We gotta check this first. I need to confirm something. Hey, that was pretty good damage. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, that's pretty good. Damn, bro, my splinters are going crazy, man. Holy. Yep, this is looking pretty good. Wow. Yeah, so what was our biggest like, okay, so obviously splinters are going fucking crazy, but what was our biggest barrage? I guess barrage is like kind of tame. Where's our damage? Well, so like it's from splinters, so it's from orb. Dude, orb is doing a lot of damage, man. Hold on, right here. I want to look at this. How much damage did orb do here? What's crazy is it's like, it doesn't do that much damage, but it's the fact that you're shooting 3 of them. Oh, you saw a 65k barrage? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so the thing I wanted to like figure out, the reason why I wanted to like stop and look is because I was thinking maybe I could drop the Arcane Familiar talents, because I didn't think those were really doing much. And then I could instead pick up the Arcane Pulse. It's not like I would really cast it that much, but there's like at least 13 times I would have casted it here. So it would have been just like instead of Blast, I would have cast Arcane Pulse. Right, so that's my thought. So we'll just go like this and like this. I think that's all we have to really change. We'll just replace Blast with this. Maybe drop the triple orb. Are you fucking high? What? Why would I do that? That's like the whole thing. Dude, you don't get this kind of splinter damage with having single orbs. All right? The reason why this works, let me explain what's happening behind the scenes here, because I feel like I need to explain the infinite loop that's occurring, okay? So, you have splinters, right? Splinters are, you know, from all sorts of spells and shit. Hold on, Kalamasi's whispering me. Can you solo queue in the raid for dummy testing? Yes. Okay. Yeah, so you get splinters, right, from like your spells like Blast and Pulse. But what you care about most is this talent right here, Splinter Orbs. Enemies damaged by your Arcane Orb conjure 1 Arcane Splinter up to 4. So it means every orb I do is giving me 4 Arcane Splinters. Okay? So whenever I get those splinters, right, that is also giving me Clearcast, because whenever I have 8 splinters, it's proccing Splinter Storm. Splinter Storm gives me Clearcast. Clearcasting gives me splinters. And the whole bit with the orb is that it's powered by Clearcasting, right? And this talent right here, Orb Barrage, is based on my Arcane Salvo, which is a buff that you get in a lot of different ways. But it's basically like the new Nether Precision / Arcane Harmony hybrid thing. This thing, you want to get a refund on it, because whenever you barrage and you have 20, you get a refund at 5. So I want to have like 20 salvo whenever I brush, but it's giving me a chance to fire an extra orb whenever I get that. So basically I'm looking at any angle I can take to try and get splinters, and I'm taking that angle, because the more splinters, the more orbs. The more orbs, the more splinters. The more splinters, the more clearcasting. The more clearcasting, the more orbs. Is it making sense yet? So dropping a talent that makes me fire 3 times as many orbs would just be completely out of the question. Like, there's just like no world where I'd ever want to do that. Because like orbs is the reason why my splinter damage is so high. Like this is the driver of my damage, and it's doing crazy amounts of damage, right? So like look at the opener here. Right, I have like a 283k opener. And look at how much of that damages splinters. Right, like, they're clearly gonna have to nerf splinters. Like this is not realistic gameplay. Just to be clear. This is not realistic. I have broken it. Alright. But that's the fun part about Alpha, is breaking the game in all sorts of various different ways. And Arcane is very easy to break. There's always some way to break Arcane. That never fails. The win con for this though is you have to have AoE. You can still make it work in single target. I was making it work earlier in single target, but in AoE it just goes fucking crazy. Okay, let's do it with like lust and everything. I feel like this will go really crazy. All right, get your clips ready. Y'all ready to see some shit? Chat, are you ready to see some shit? All right, we're gonna fucking do the craziest one. I am gonna min-max. I'm gonna min-max exactly how crazy we can take this, and I hope y'all are ready to see this shit. Because I'm gonna do, hopefully, something really crazy if my idea works. There's a little tech involved in this, and I'm assuming that it's going to work, but I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. All right, here we go. It's going to start slow. We're just going to start real slow, guys. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna build for a little bit. I'm actually gonna blast without charges here because I want to just make sure I keep this clear casting here. And then here we have 20. Okay, now here we go. Boom. 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 The sound, do you hear the sound in the background? Boom. 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 This is pretty fun. I feel like I'm getting flashbanged every time I press Arcane Pulse. Do you guys feel the same way? Okay, we're gonna pull this this touch here. And then we're gonna have a big go in like 40 seconds or so. All right, here we go. Okay, 10 seconds. All right, we're building here. I'm trying to get a clear cast and 20 salvo. Oh, perfect. We got it. All right, here we go. Get ready to see the sparks fly. And stop the clock. All right. See how that did. All right, so this is the damage window I was setting up here. Okay, so I need to make sure that Touch of the Magi actually went off because I clipped it early to try and put the Touch of the Magi damage pop into the second touch, and I need to make sure that actually worked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it worked actually. So like the idea is like at the very last second of touch, I wanted to retouch. This was the idea I was talking about. I didn't communicate it to y'all before I did it. I wanted to just see if it would work first. But I replaced my touch with a new touch to try and get the pop to happen. Specifically like right here. So that it would go into the second touch. But the second touch was smaller, so I'm not sure if it worked. I have to test this more. How's it work though? The first touch explode if you pop a second? Yeah, that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. Touch of the Archmage kind of fucking popped off though. It didn't crit at all. Maybe this can't crit. Yeah, it probably can't crit because that would be double dipping. That's against the rules. It probably explodes before the next one's applied. I still think you want to clip it early because since you have two touches, you definitely want to spend both of those touches in your Arcane Surge. Arcane Surge is only 15 seconds though, and Touch of the Magi is 12 seconds. So I think you'd want to like put it up like right at the very end of your first touch. I think you want to back them. Try touching another target. I think it removes your first one if you do that. Here, let's test. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Okay, that's Poggers actually. Oh, but no, this is bad actually. Because now I'm not putting damage into the other touch. I think this is just strictly worse. I don't think you want to do that. I'm pretty sure that makes your first touch do nothing. This is the second one. Where's the first one? Yeah, look, the second one's like hitting for 11 to 22. The first, wait, no, this is touch of the Archmage. I don't think you want to do this. I'm pretty sure you'd want to do the same, or like, you'd want to space them. I don't think you want to do that. Yeah, it's getting cleave damage. It could be worth it. It's just so like the pros and cons, right? You're in Bloodlust for 45 seconds. So like Touch of the Magi lasts 12 seconds. If you do 2, you get 2 Touch of the Archmage. Maybe it is worth it for that. Hold on, let me reread that tooltip. The Touch of Magi explodes at least by an pulsing rune on the target, dealing 25% of its damage over 6 seconds to nearby enemies. Damage is increased by 100% on your initial Touch of the Magi target. You would still get 2 of these though, right? But I kind of get what you mean. Interesting. All right, let's go again. Come on, give me a clear cast. Oops. Dude, what are my splinters doing over here? You see these like numbers popping up on the side of my screen? Okay, I gotta like stand over here because my splinters are just going fucking crazy on this target. Hold on, I want to see what that was like because I did 2 back to back. I want to see if it looks the same as what I just did. Oh, it's the 757. Is there anything weird here? Splinter damage is much lower. Okay. We have Surge soon. We can go again. Okay, so if Arcane Surge is 1.5 minutes and Touch of the Magi is 45 seconds, that means that we never touch outside of Surge. Deal? Deal. Okay. Let's go again. The 3rd spell, Touch of the Magi. So we're not going to spin this touch this time. The sound it makes whenever you're doing Arcane Pulse is actually like kind of crazy. Like, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but like the bass is going fucking wild on this spell. It's like boom. Oh, you can't even hear it? Oh, I hear it. I hear that shit like crazy. Here, hold on. Get ready, it's gonna blow! Here we go! That's what it sounds like on my end. Okay, let's look at the damage now. Dude, my ears are actually ringing. That was so fucking loud on my end. Dude. Holy fuck, man. Look at these Touch of the Magi's. The Touch of the Archmage. 1.4 million. Wait, we're back in millions, dude? That was two of them. Look at these barrages, man. 58,000 barrage right here. Eh, not bad. 64,000 barrage. Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's no Devourer, right? But I mean, this might be more AoE than Devourer. Actually, no. I have to redact that. I don't know if that's possible. But it's feeling pretty poggers, man. There's a lot to think about here. This is just like first impressions kind of shit. First impression type shit. And I think it's going to be changed a lot. But I'm having fun with it. It's pretty fun so far. Also, look at that nice damage profile, man. Nice slopey slope. Does the gameplay feel good? Dude, it feels awesome. I can't explain why it's so satisfying, but like something about it, even though it's super simple, is just very satisfying. It feels sick because like whenever you go into your cooldowns, your screen's like and your fucking sound is like and you're just like everything's fucking exploding, like your screen is like rapid fire flashbanging you in the face. It's like the kid who like streams and he has like the setup where like it like blows up his entire room whenever he like dies in the game or whatever. Like that's what it feels like. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Is there music in the raid? No. Oh. It's only well, pruning on mage depends on the spec, right? I'm not gonna say that all pruning is equal. There's some specs that I think might have gotten the pruning a little too hard. But I am loving this new orb talent. Oh, you have a Jade Fire Stomp. You have a Jade Fire Stomp, buddy. I know you do. I saw Towley using it the other day. Why would I want to hear comments from Twitch? You could just block Restream Bot if you don't want to see comments from Twitch. But most people kind of want to talk to each other, I think. What's the orb talent? It's oh, on Waywalker, okay. Yeah, the orb talent is this one, Orb Mastery. Orb Mastery is okay hand. This is a top tier talent. Big fan of this one. Casting Arcane Orb while you have clear casting causes you to fire 2 additional Arcane Orbs at 100% effectiveness. Casting Arcane Orb also consumes clear casting. You know what this talent does? It says, get the fuck out of here, orb, or missiles. We don't need you anymore, missiles. Get lost, missiles. I love that. Death to missiles. They are definitely going to nerf the 100% effectiveness. I promise you that. But we'll see when. What's the point of missiles? Well, missiles still has interactions if you're not playing this specific build. I mean, there's probably a build that's even better than this. Using Focusing Crystal and Aether Attunement. I'm just having fun with the meme of just throw out 1,000,000 orbs. Like, there's no, like, I didn't, like, look at these talents and think, wow, this is, like, statistically the best. No. I just saw, like, ooh, Unga Bunga, I can orb like a fucking stupid person, and this actually works, and that's sick. I want to try that. This is the caveman spec, man. And I'm a fan. I like it. Unga Bunga orb build, man. What's not to like? Also, orb has like way too many good interactions, so like very clearly it was going to be broken. But besides that, yeah, big fan of orbs. Cool. Hey guys, I know it's a short stream today, but I'm actually going to take off because I need to get working on my Arcane video. So I hope you enjoyed watching me break Arcane and test the other specs. And I will be back again tomorrow. When tomorrow, you ask? Well, the answer is if you press that button that says follow or subscribe if you're on YouTube, it'll tell you. Just make sure you ring that notification bell too. That way you get notified whenever I go live. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be it. Yes, I have alpha videos. Go watch them. Yeah, I already have one on Frost. I already have two on Fire. Tomorrow, I'll probably be streaming a little bit later than normal. But yeah. Should be on. I'll see y'all there. All right. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.